between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Houston Texans. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Pierce gets this one running right.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
Play fake. Mills finds his man. It's John Mechie.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 34-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
The Texans hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
To throw, Mills.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 30 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Freeman. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be
second and goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Here's Pierce. Going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. Now from back at the 5, this is third and goal. Here's Mills. This one finds Pierce on the out route. Touchdown, Texans! Dameon Pierce, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Charger drive about to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Once more, here's Eckler. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through. It has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
3rd and 2, Herbert. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. Now it's Herbert. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Running on first down, Eckler. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the
touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Play action now. Mills on the move to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll go right back to Pierce. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and 1, here's Mills. Open man there is Collins, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And a solid run down inside the 30. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. And I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule,
all right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Extra point attempt here still to come. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
They go play action. Mills. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Mills throw completed to Mechie. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Mills to throw it. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Let's go now.
First down, Mills. He'll let one go deep for Howard. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one good for 37 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well.
The pass finds Mechie in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. John Mechie in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The final shot before the break for Herbert. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Now on 2nd and 13. Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And this caught left side by the tight end Parham. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Being chased out left. Wide open receiver complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Herbert back to the air. Touchdown! Gerald Everett, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys in great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that 1st down.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. On play action, Mills. This ball caught by Mechie. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Give left side for Pierce. And he is going to lose yardage here. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, Mills. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Up the middle with Eckler. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness, off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Big play that time by Mike Williams, and it picks up a first down, and he's coming off a career-best 76 catches and 1,146 yards last season and was rewarded with a nice extension for his efforts. Definitely hope he continues improvement.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mills. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Now a dump off here complete, and he's going to be taken down at about the 33. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 17-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Mills again. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
This is caught. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only a yard of the completion. It's second and goal.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out in the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field. Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
They'll run for it with Pierce. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Damian Pierce with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Herbert now. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Herbert throwing again. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. He'll get it inside the 20, and he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Palmer. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Now Herbert. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. The mistake there by the offense, Charles, they tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick six.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They actually love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They'll get this complete to Collins. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Rolling to his head. He can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Mills, 4th down, gotta have it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Eckler now between the tackles. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, somebody...